he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Da, 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 da. Whoa, whoa. Welcome to the Habitual Line Steppers podcast, y'all. I'm Garrett Langley.
I'm Terry Deshazo.
We're coming live to you from Raleigh and Charlotte, North Carolina, the two biggest cities.
Still got the strike. He's back.
Nobody cares about the strike, bro. First of all, Terry, you do this every episode. You're already off the train rails. It's already been derailed with this Lucky Strike shit. I need to understand something, Terry. Our target audience is young people between the ages of 18 and 35.
What does that mean? They don't know about the strike?
No, nobody who's under 35 has ever smoked a Lucky Strike, knows what it is, even knows that those were unfiltered cigarettes or that they're from Durham, bro.
This is an iconic Durham, is it a water tower? I don't even know what the fuck it is, to be honest with you.
See, exactly. This is proving my point.
I bought it at a Durham art festival. That's how Durham I am. You already know what it is.
Bro, you don't even smoke tobacco. You're not even Durham at all.
I also don't support local art either. So
you don't support local tobacco farmers. All right, man. We don't have too much time to mess around today. Let's get right to it. We've been imposed upon us has been a 40-minute restriction by Zoom. So I want to give it a nice fuck you to Zoom. Shout out to that.
We're gonna get the real version, bro.
Yeah, so you're going to get that real spill. So what we're going to do is we're going to briefly run through every single matchup in the playoffs coming up this year in the NBA. So we're going to go 1 through 8 in the East and West and let you know what do you think is going to happen with this first round. So let's start in the Eastern Conference, Terry.
Yep.
Want to start with 1-8, Milwaukee, Orlando.
Oh, this will be quick. The Bucks versus the Magic.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
I got Bucks in 5. Easy. I know they lost game 1, but everybody stop panicking, bro. Please stop panicking. Giannis has got it under control. All right, it ain't gonna be that big a deal. They've been struggling in the bubble, but I think they're gonna come back and beat them 4 straight. It's just like last year when the Magic beat
Toronto.
Yeah, it's just one game.
They won game 1.
Yeah, they'll snap back to reality, and we'll get back to what's, real life. And the Bucks will come back to it. Did you see anything in game 1, though, that was, concerning to you as far as the Bucks,
Yeah, absolutely.
What did you see?
Nobody on the team looks like they're ready for this moment besides Giannis. He looks like the only dude who wants the ball and be like, hey, give it to me and I'll take you to the promised land. Traditionally, I've been impressed with Chris Middleton in the playoffs. He did not have a good game yesterday. And I wonder who else on the Bucks, when it comes to big moments, is going to have the intestinal fortitude to be able to do the Rick Fox where Kobe was open in the corner and fake that pass to Kobe and be like, I got this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Giannis, he played great, I think, for the first 3.5 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
In the fourth, he kind of faded out. There was a large stretch where he didn't get any buckets. I mean, it was a little weird. He was definitely being a lot more passive than he usually is. A lot of floaters, a lot of fadeaway jump shots instead of dunking it. Also, I don't know. Also, Vucevic was destroying Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
I told you Vucevic was nice. He probably won't do that again, but
well, you know what?
That's all they had to do. All they had to do really was just get Brook Lopez out the paint, and it was kind of easy offensively for Orlando. Everybody's kind of sleeping on what they do. They've been doing that all season, kind of, but it was more of a concerted effort, I would say, of them to Vucevic, shoot the ball. Need Brook Lopez out the paint so we can drive in.
Yeah, well, he's got to be their focal point and their hub on offense.
About that. But they also had Markel Fultz back. I don't think he.
They got Markelle Fultz back, and they have Fournier who can create off the bounce as well as Ross.
Both of them get you about 18 points each. So they got some bucket getters. I mean,
both of them are not afraid to hit shots or take tough shots in the playoffs. Like Terrence Ross will take any shot anytime. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll shoot a grandmother in a movie theater parking lot. Like it doesn't matter to Terrence Ross. He shot his shot with Rihanna.
Hey, hold up.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
told
sure
you he had Amber Rose. Yeah, he had Amber Rose for a second.
So shout out to Terrence Ross.
Look, we can go past this. I'm not super concerned. Bucks will take it in either 5 or 6. If Orlando gets another one, I'll be surprised. I got Bucks in 5 easy.
You know, I'm just upset because I feel like we were denied the series that this could be with the injury to Jonathan Isaac, who athletically is probably the closest thing to Giannis in the NBA in terms of like foot speed, wingspan, length, etc.
Maybe.
So I would have been very interested to see how he would have matched up with Giannis and how that duel would go. But now it seems since he's out that the Magic are just going to throw bodies like the Raptors did and just wall off that area around the paint. And if you're not going to diversify how you run your offense and you're going to continue to have the ball in Giannis's hands as a pick and roll ball handler, and you're not going to run, actions where he's posting up on the elbow extended and you have shooters running off of him like they do for the Nuggets or any of the other type of like dribble handoff action where he's the recipient and not the initiator, you're always going to have these problems when it comes to a 7-foot dude trying to dribble his way into the paint against other tall guys.
Most definitely. I mean, like Trump said, build a wall. And it's easy for Giannis to not score. Also, you got two.
Orlando should know that. They got more Hispanics down there that they've been trying to keep out than almost anybody.
Hell yeah. You got 2 things, right? You got
they got the unsavory Hispanics, like the Guatemalans and the Panamanians. You know what I mean? Like the bottom of the barrel Hispanic people, like the last cuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you go to the deli and like they're beef, but they're like, we got bologna ends.
Yeah, but that's
what Orlando got.
I mean, Orlando, they got the real wetbacks, to be honest with you. They got the Cubans, they got the Puerto Ricans, they got those joints like that. Those are the real ones. But no, 2 things. 2 things. Though. You got that regular season Coach Budenhauser that everybody loves. Then you got this postseason Coach Budenhauser, and he's calling everything scared. He doesn't change up his game plan. He never changes nothing up. And the Bucks have been looking straight trash. So I mean, you got a 9-game sample size of the Bucks playing like shit. They might just be shitty, but we can believe in them because we know what they've done. But whatever, I ain't worried about it. But we'll see how it goes.
Well, listen, they finished the season with one of the highest point differentials per game in NBA history.
Yeah. Also, stop playing team. I don't need to see 10 dudes play for the Bucks. Like, cut that shit down. I don't need to see Robin Lopez play. I'm good off that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see. Really need to play that bad either.
For the fucking second year in a row, I keep asking, where is DJ Wilson?
Oh yeah.
Play DJ Wilson. He's good, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Getting all these backup center minutes.
Let's
you know what I'm saying? One more thing on the Bucks, if you don't mind. Yeah. It's one of the things that concerns me is just like they play with their style, like they're a good shooting team where they like space the court and drive and kick, get dribble penetration, and then like kick it out for open threes. But who on their team is actually a good shooter?
Nobody. Besides George Hill this year.
Kyle Korver, who can't play defense at all. He's going to be unplayable in the playoffs, the way that teams are going to just target him. They got Pat Connaughton, who's not a good shooter. Even though he's white, you'd assume that he's good at it.
He's a little streaky.
Yeah. Chris Middleton is really – him and George Hill are like the only reliable shooters on the whole roster. The big rack can't really shoot. Huh?
I would just leave it to Chris Middleton. Not even George Hill, to be honest with you. You
So
really trust George Hill when it's clutch time? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna kick this out, and he's definitely gonna splash his 3. Yo, George Hill is on my list of players. Like, I got 10 seconds left. If I kick it out, is he gonna make it or is he gonna miss it? He's on the I'm gonna miss it list. Easy.
well, he definitely played like that for the Cavs, but
Yeah.
I think maybe the pressure playing with LeBron may have been a little too much for George Hill. I think he might be a little bit more comfortable.
Any of that shit. I'm not trying to hear any of that shit. Make the shot or miss it. Like, stop playing around. He's a 10-year pro. I know what he's gonna do. Miss the shot. Look at that big.
But let's be serious. Who would you rather have, George Hill or Kawhi Leonard? Think the Spurs want that trade?
Yeah, I think we can
Fucking
go ahead and
dumbass Pacers. And the thing is, Kawhi would have been like the perfect Pacer.
Yeah, but hey, man, what it is. We'll never see a Paul George, Kawhi. Oh, wait, no, we're just looking at it right now. Anyways, so let's go down to the 2-7 matchup, which I'm also not that interested in, the Nets and the Raptors. We got the G League Nets versus an NBA team in the Raptors. How you see that one going? I saw a sweep in the future. Not too hard to see that.
Yeah. This is sweet. There's not much to say about this series. Brooklyn doesn't even have their whole roster. You know, they're playing guys like Jamal Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
Harris LeVert is getting 30 possessions a game. You know, it
Harris
just doesn't look
really
anything
good.
like recognizable good NBA basketball. I will say this one thing for Brooklyn. I hope that they take this period in the playoffs as a serious evaluation period.
Yeah.
And use this time to realize that Jarrett Allen is a way better player than DeAndre Jordan, and he needs to be starting.
For Jarrett Allen for all year, basically, dude.
I told you as soon as DeAndre went over there, I was like, well, that makes no sense. They need to put his ass on the bench quick, fast, in a hurry. I know he's best friends with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But when they return, and it's going to be a Nets team that we're hoping is going to be on the topper half of the seedings next year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they want to get a home court advantage slot, they're going to have to stop playing DeAndre Jordan so much and give his minutes to Jarrett Allen.
Please.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all I got to say about the Nets in Toronto. Toronto's a consummate professionals team. Like, they don't make mistakes like that. They probably have the best coach team in the league. From a aesthetic standpoint, they're a lot of fun to watch with the sets that they run. Like, if you're a basketball geek, you'll enjoy watching Toronto play. And they're filled with smart players who can defend multiple positions and who generally make good decisions. Now, is Pascal Siakam, is he good enough to be the best player on a championship team? We're going to find I don't think so.
We'll see.
This is his first year where he'll have an opportunity to do it. He's been third banana, you know.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be trying to go from third banana to first banana.
Yeah.
So
because we've already seen what Kyle Lowry can do as a first banana. Not much. So
a lot of air balls.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're definitely a real contender in the East. They're a no-joke team. They're good. They're long. Like, they're a really good defensive team. That's what makes them very scary. It's just like, who do you count on when it comes to getting buckets at the end of the game? I don't know.
Yeah, and that's it.
You know,
but you know who I count on probably more than anybody is Van Vliet.
Yeah, you can count on Big Nuts Van Vliet. That boy, hey, I loved him at Wichita State. I knew whoever picked him up, they were going to be nice. We picked up the wrong Wichita State player.
Yeah, you picked up the fucking white dude.
No, we got the other dude who got shot, Clee Anthony Early.
Oh, yeah, that's right, who got shot outside the strip club or whatever.
What the hell are we doing? Anyways, I will not talk about the Knicks anymore.
I forgot all about Clee Anthony Early. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Fallen soldier.
I know.
Man, if
Did he got
fall in the field, put one in the air for me.
Did he get shot or did he get stabbed? I can't remember.
No, he got shot. And he got robbed.
Oh, okay. Damn. He couldn't pull a Paul Pierce, come back and be a Hall of Famer? Can't ask for that just a little bit? Come on, Clee Anthony. Damn.
You think Paul Pierce is going to be a Hall of Famer?
Are you shitting me?
I fuck with you.
The Basketball Hall of Fame, not the NBA Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's in it. Easy.
I was thinking about Paul George for a second, but he'll probably make it too.
Yeah, so we got rappers easy. No need to
Ever since
evaluate
fucking
that.
Mitch Richmond made the Hall of Fame, it's like, I guess we'll just let anyone in this bitch.
Yeah, so we got sweet rappers on the Nets. Nets, take it serious. Don't fuck around. Evaluate your players. You can go down to
one last note on the Raptors. One last note on the Raptors. OG Anunoby has turned into the exact player that I described to you before the draft. When I said on this podcast that I wanted the Hawks to take him at 19, we ended up taking John Collins, which is still a pick we're happy about. But he's a dude that you look at him and you see this is a guy who can start on a championship winning basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy who can guard three positions at a high level. Yeah. And he can hit threes. And now he's gotten a lot more like demonstrative on using his size on smaller players. Like you can't switch a point guard onto him because he will take you on the block and get an easy bucket over you.
Yeah, that's what I love. On the switch, he takes advantage of it. He's not like Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah. And Norman Powell has had a nice resurgence this year as well after a very erratic and strange career, which was full with promise initially. And then we were like, what happened to him? Was he not even that good? And then he came back and now he's like shooting 40% again. So
hey, you got to give it to Toronto's front office, bro. They've definitely made the smart picks. They got the right guys for each position. Like they're really good at doing what they do. It's what's the dude's name? The African dude?
Masai Ujiri?
Yeah. Hey, and then did you see that video? The cop actually
Words of Masai Ujiri.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
But yeah, we can move on to the 3-6. So you got another one that you can kind of gloss over because Ben Simmons is hurt. We got Sixers Celtics from that 3-6 matchup. We've already seen 2 games so far, right? In the Celtics matchup. We got your favorite player, Embiid, out there struggling. People are asking for him to get the ball more. I'm like, he already is getting the shit enough.
No, he's not. He's shooting. He took 15 shots.
Bro, game 1, he had 5 turnovers on the post-ups that he got. I think they gave it to him like 20 times on post-ups. He turned it over 5 fucking times. He needs help. He does not know how to like handle a double team. What's wrong with your boy?
He does. He's not used to having any shooters to kick it out to because he's surrounded by fucking
0 points in the game. I don't even want to hear anything from this dude.
Listen, man, this isn't about Joel Embiid.
What's it about? Matt Brown? You gonna blame the coach?
I'm gonna need Stephen A on this one. Put that camera on me. Okay. This is not about Joel Embiid. This is about Elton Brand. And it's about time we start talking about Elton Brand, who is a nice guy, a smart dude, went to Duke, played for my Hawks, and is respected around the league. But let's talk about what Elton Brand has done to the treasure trove of assets that they were left with at the end of the process. And what does he turn that into? Well, he's turned into Markelle Fultz over Jason Tatum, which then turned into absolutely nothing for the #1 overall pick.
Yeah,
he's
psychological problem.
Yep, he's turned Dario Saric and Robert Covington into Tobias Harris and $200 million.
Yeah.
He turned Jimmy Butler's max slot that they traded for and picks to acquire Butler for a half of one season. So now we could have the privilege of paying Al Horford $200 million when he's 37 years old.
Yeah, Al Horford.
So you look at this team that's riddled with poor roster construction, and you look how they haven't gotten shooting around Embiid or Simmons for years, and you look how they took all their chips and pushed them the proverbial mid of the table. And where has it gotten them, Terry?
Nowhere.
I think it's time for Elton Brand to be held responsible.
I think it's time
got to go. Changes have got to be made. We've been We've been bamboozled, run amok, led astray, hoodwinked.
I think it's also the fans, though, bro. We've been just like waiting for this shit to work, and you can see that it's not working. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, no, let them play together. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, they'll be fine. We've seen this shit for what, 3 years almost?
Yeah,
they fucking suck together.
Right.
Trade one of them. It's really easy.
It's oil and vinegar. Stop trying to put them together. This is not a caprese salad.
Golly, it's just like, and then like they try to trick us. They're like, no, we're gonna play Ben Simmons at the power forward. It's gonna be great. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. No, it's not.
And my thirsty ass ate it up. I was like, I can't wait. He's gonna be the short man on the roll. He's gonna hit the near corner off the.
No, in the words of you, he's gonna be a supercharged Draymond Green.
Right.
He's gonna be a supercharged. Stop. I don't want to hear this shit no more. Stop talking to me. He can't shoot. He doesn't want to shoot. I need to see a psychologist to shoot a three. Shut the fuck up. Shoot.
Him and Fultz. The only if Steph and Clay were the greatest shooting backcourt of all time, then what were Markelle Fultz and Ben Simmons?
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
4-time rookie of the year, Ben Simmons.
Look at me. Brown needs to be fired, bro. You have to be held accountable for some shit. Like, all you gotta do is tell him, like, Ben, shoot 2 threes or I'm gonna pull you. I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna play. I don't give a shit. Yeah. You have to shoot 2 threes. You're the coach. I don't give a fuck about if they're like making millions of dollars. You still can decide if he plays or not.
Yeah.
Bro, shoot. I don't get it.
Philly is too far gone. I was most excited to see Philly out of any team in the playoffs this whole year.
Yeah.
This whole year I've been waiting to see Philly because they're big. You know, they're with their lineup that they were starting the season. Their smallest player is 6'6".
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be interesting to watch, a contrast of styles. And now we get all the way here to the finish line at the end of the season. Ben Simmons isn't even playing. I'm watching, Shake Milton wave off Joel Embiid in the post so he could take a contested 3-point shot off the dribble. Like, this is not what I waited all season to see, and I'm upset. I feel betrayed. I feel lied to.
It's your fault. You kept getting excited every little move.
You're right.
Nope, not shit.
Oh, Shake Milton. Oh, Ben Simmons at the 4.
I don't want to hear no potential. Yeah, I can see the shit with my eyes. And then look, Philly only gets me because they are a really good defensive team. But offensively, they've been in shambles for years. So I'm not even like, it doesn't worry me. They don't know who to count on. When it's time to get a bucket, they don't know who to count on. So I'm just not worried about them anymore. It's done. Trade one of those dudes or I'm out.
Well, we can get into that right now. I'll just say this one last thing about Philly. And that is that that Tybalt kid can fucking play. His arms, dude, like if you're a little bit shaky with your handle, like don't dribble around him. He's gonna steal that shit right out of your fucking hand.
He's a good defender. And then if you watch the second game of the Celtics Sixers, right?
Yeah.
It's the coaching. Like they make on the when Kemba's on the pick and roll, they were making him go over the pick at the 3. Then Kemba goes at Embiid like easy. Then if it was like underneath the 3-point line, they would make Tybalt go under the pick and Kemba had an easy shot at the top. It's just like, let the motherfucker just play defense. You're telling him shit that he shouldn't do.
Makes no sense.
Then you got fucking Joel Embiid like sagging off like 7 or 8 feet back at like the free throw line in the paint. I'm just like, bro, what are y'all doing, bro?
I know.
These coaches, all these coaches have to go, bro. Philly has fucked this whole situation up. Yeah. All they needed was a good coach. Imagine if you give Popovich these 2 dudes, Rick Carlisle.
Oh my God.
Like, come on, bro. This dude is horrible, bro. I want everybody to have a job, but him, Brown and Brand, go fuck yourselves. Get out of here.
Dude, this whole situation, it all started when they ran Sam Hanke out the door. Like, I understand that you want to decide that it's time to stop collecting assets and it's time to start winning. But this dude spent 4 years making the Sixers the worst team in NBA history. So you'd have all these different bites of the apple. You'd have the ability to miss on a Tobias Harris and be okay. The ability to miss on a 4-month rental for Jimmy Butler. The ability to miss on a 3-year contract for Al Horford, who you're paying an exorbitant amount of money. But no GM can leave you in a position where you can blow this many big decisions in a row. And they still were in a position when they were one of the favorites to come out of the Eastern Conference. It's been such a comical mismanagement of assets. And the Piper's got to be paid. And it's got to be Elton Brand. I think he's got to go. I think he's done maybe the most crippling job of any GM I've ever seen in a 1-year span. He's had this job a year, Terry.
Yeah. I don't know, man. If you play this Sixers thing 100 times, this outcome should not be one of the outcomes, man. It's just ridiculous.
So let's talk about a new outcome. Let's talk about a new outcome. I got a question for you regarding the Sixers.
Yeah.
Denver calls you, and Denver says, what's up, Elton Brand? I know you're way out the door, but maybe you want to do like one little last piece of business, maybe save your GM career. How would you feel about giving us Ben Simmons for Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr.?
What do you think Elton Brand says?
Yeah.
He probably says no.
No?
He probably says no. If it was up to me, I'd be like, hell yeah, fuck it. Get out of here. Let me get a real point guard.
That's a trade that makes a lot of sense for both teams for me. For the Sixers.
Yeah, especially if Michael Porter stays injury free. I'll take that. And then the Nuggets will be okay. I don't know, but
dude,
we'll see.
Are you kidding me? To have fucking Ben Simmons and Jokic together in fucking that mile high with that altitude and shit and their passing? And maybe. Jokic and Denver, they can play lineups where like Ben Simmons would be the only non-shooter.
Yeah.
So it's not like Embiid where spacing is going to be as much of an issue because Jokic is an excellent shooter.
Who's the coach for Denver again?
Mike Malone.
Mike Malone. Yeah. I mean, they have an actual system.
Yeah.
For them, so it may work.
I would love to see that. All the dribble handoff, like fucking motion.
You'd rather see Ben Simmons go opposed to Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. I still think Joel Embiid is going to be the best player in the NBA someday.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think Ben Simmons is ever going to hit that height if he doesn't shoot. I think his game is fundamentally has as Jordan would say, the ceiling is the roof. And until he learns to shoot, that ceiling is going to stay right there.
I don't want to get off on a tangent. I can talk about Embiid for a really long time. I don't think he has the potential to be the best player because of his mindset. But just to keep it on topic, I got Celtics sweeping the
Hold on, a sweep?
They're sweeping them.
Oh, wow.
You think Joel Embiid is going to get like a 48-point night and dominate?
You know what? I honestly, at this point, I hope that they get swept just because it'd be like, maybe now you'll open your eyes.
The Sixers suck, bro. They're the 6th seed.
And one more thing on the Sixers. If you notice this year, they had the best home record in the whole NBA. They won almost all their games at home. They had a terrible, terrible away record. And
what does that tell you?
Huh?
What does that tell you?
Tells you that we're playing in a bubble and all your games are away. So that's probably not a good look. No, if you lose 90% of your away games and you play the rest of your season away.
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying the Sixers have probably the first, second, or third best home record in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah, they always do.
on the reverse side, they have like one of the worst records. Not the worst ever, but like, a pretty bad one on the way. It just tells you that their mindset is just, they're not focused on the game. Like when they go away, they're just focused on other shit. I don't know what, like they're not a team. They said Joel Embiid and Ben
confidence thing or like what it is, but there needs to be a whole scale changes to the Sixers organization. First of all, fucking both Coangelos need to be removed. I know Jerry appointed his son Brian, who then got fired for some type of sexual misconduct thing or something like that. I don't remember exactly what happened with him. It was
powers against women.
Jesus Christ. Yo, all right. Rich white dudes, like, can y'all just get women without trying to rape them? Like, it really shouldn't be that hard. Like, you're rich, successful.
Must have pussy.
Right.
I have pussy.
Like, bro, get some game. This is embarrassing. It's making the rest of us guys who do have game, it makes us look bad.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, let's go ahead and grab a Hawks broom and move on to the next series. This is a sweep.
You know what? That's unnecessary. We're not even in the playoffs. We're not in the bubble.
The official sponsor of the Habitual Line Steppers.
Oh, my God. All right. So we're moving on. We got
let me get it. No sweep. You saying Embiid gets you one game?
I think Embiid gets you two.
Nah, you're crazy. Sweep.
Dude, this may be, Cameroonian tinted glasses here, but he's my favorite player in the league, man. And I like, did you see him in an all-star game when it came down to it and all those guys are really trying? Like on the Eastern Conference, who'd they go to? They went to Embiid, and he was getting buckets too.
Let me not make this high-pitched voice because he's bigger than all of the other players on the other team. That's why they gave him the ball. The West didn't have a center in the game.
He's still bigger than all of them in the playoffs.
Or West, whatever. The Team LeBron, Team Giannis, whatever, they didn't have a big
He's got a fucking Bundesliga reject trying to DM up all game and Daniel Tice. Like, he should be absolutely dominating.
Look at me in my eyes. The fact that Joel Embiid, you think he could be the best player in the league, right? The fact that he scored 0 points in a regular season game tells me that he is not ready to dominate games, bro.
His
mentality is LeBron James, bro. Not even those dudes. Hakeem, Shaq, none of them have ever scored 0 points in a game. Come on, bro.
I don't think Shaq ever scored 0 points in a quarter, bro.
Yeah, like I'm done with Embiid, bro. Sweep. It's over. Celtics are sweeping them without Gordon Hayward hurt, sprained ankle for 4 weeks. Sweep.
Yeah, we're done talking about this. I think it's going to be Celtics in 6, but I do think the Sixers are going to take 2 games back from them.
Yeah. Hey, look, if Embiid scores 50, I'm just going to be like, cool. Next game you're going to lose. I don't give a shit. Yeah, it's over, dude. This dude came to the bubble in a hazmat suit. He's awesome. He's a fucking clown, man.
He's fucking awesome.
He's a fucking sideshow, dude.
No.
Come on, bro.
Are you my guy, bro? I'd show up wearing a hazmat suit. Like, this is my dude. I represent for all the habitual line steppers out there, bro. He's one of us, Terry. He's one of us.
He's a fucking clown, man. I just don't like him, bro. He's a clown. And Ben Simmons is a clown, too. And Devin Booker took his girl.
Nah, Ben Simmons thinks he's, like, really cool. Ben Simmons is that dude who, like, shows up to your house for, like, a house party and, like, doesn't have anything to say to anyone the whole time. Is, like, on his phone the whole time. It's like, oh, man, like, no ceiling fan, huh? Bet it gets a little hot in here.
Yeah, Ben is a weird motherfucker. But let's move on to the Heat Pacers, bro. 4-5. Let's go to 4-5 real quick. This will be we gotta make this one quick. We can move on from these fuckers.
All right, let's make this one quick, just like Jimmy Butler is going to do to TJ Warren.
Hey, shout out to TJ, though. But Jimmy Butler is making you look like a little bitch.
Dude, I hate doing this to Indiana every year because they played well all season, and I do think they're well coached. I think they play hard. But Miami, I don't see any route to Pacers winning this series. Like, what would them winning this series look like? Miles Turner goes off for 30. Like, Oladipo goes back to himself. There are too many questions about the Pacers to me.
This is the thing with the Pacers, though. They don't have, like, their margin of error is small because they lost Sabonis, who's an all-star for them. They have to play pretty much flawless, and I just don't see that happening. Like, Oladipo just got hurt in the last game. He'll play, but without, like, a super healthy Oladipo and then no Sabonis, like, they're not going to win any games. The Heat can get 15 points from, like, a bunch of dudes on their team.
Yeah.
They're a championship team. They're ready to go.
I don't know about championship team, but they're
good. Watch out for the Heat.
They're a conference finals team. They remind me of like the Pacers back when LeBron was in the Heat.
Hey, I don't know.
But speaking of the Pacers, I'll say this about them as well.
Yeah,
they don't have an identity. They played through the year with all these people hurt. Malcolm Brogdon was playing with his hair on fire at first, then he gets hurt. Oladipo was playing amazing at an all-star level that he gets hurt. And they come back, and now TJ Warren is your primary scorer. Like, it doesn't seem that like everyone has settled into their roles. I don't think anyone knows that like on a given night who's going to take the most shots, or at the end of the game, say it does come down to a game 7, who's going to take that last shot?
Oladipo.
Are you sure? You don't think TJ Warren is going to be a little salty about that, or
Oladipo
or Miles Turner, or what is Malcolm Brogdon's nickname? It's like Uncle Moses, or like the president or something.
You put up the great article on HLSpod.com.
Yep.
Hell yeah, boy.
Sure.
But yeah, now I mean the Pacers. This is the thing about the Pacers, right? They're like maximum potential with all the players that they got on the team. Everybody healthy, like Sabonis and all. Maybe 2 seed. You know what I'm saying? They're not like a championship. They're in limbo.
They're a step below. They're a step below Boston. They're a step below Toronto. They're a step below Miami. They're a step below the Bucks.
Yeah, like they're just in limbo, bro. They're just one of those in between teams that's just gonna go first round, second round type of shit, and all the fans are gonna go to the games. And
it's like they're like those Hawks teams with fucking Josh Smith and Joe Johnson and all them that made the playoffs like 5 years in a row and flamed out in the first or second round. Nobody ever thought that Joe Johnson was going to lead us to a championship.
Yeah. With that being said, though, if I was a fan, am I like going to continue to watch it? Yeah, but it's Indiana. What the hell else are you going to do?
As long as you guys keep putting a good product on the floor, I'm going to keep watching. I'll watch the Pacers because it looks like basketball.
They're good.
What you shouldn't expect me to do is try to sit through an entire Wizards game and watch Rui Hachimura do the Carmelo Anthony impersonation on the elbow extended for 11 seconds.
Rui Hachimura? They got a Japanese pitcher on their basketball team?
Nah, man, he's black.
Oh, no. No, I'm just saying that.
I'm just kidding, bro. He a little Kamala Harris. He a little Blasian out here. Still Blasian.
Yeah, but once again, I got the Heat in another. I won't say sweep. I'll give them 5. I'll say Heat in 5.
Heat in 5.
But if Oladipo is still going to be like 80% of himself, I'll say Heat sweep.
Yeah. I'm on the same page with you, bro. The Heat are getting me excited, bro. I don't know if it's Duncan Robinson or Tyler Hero or I can't figure out why I like these guys so much. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't speak about it.
Kelly Olynyk.
Right, yeah. There's something about them that like makes me like them. I'm just naturally drawn to these type of players, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not.
Oh, that's right. They got a ton of white guys.
Yeah, but they also, I mean, Jimmy Butler's a little scrappy dude. Bam Adebayo is a very skilled center. They got a nice little team. Derek Jones, a high flyer. You know what I'm saying?
Tremendously skilled.
They
Tremendously.
have they got 7 players in the rotation that are decent. Kendrick Nunn is a really good player.
They got more than that. Myers
They're a good
Leonard is
team.
good too.
Yeah, I think he's either hurt or something. I haven't seen him play.
Really? He usually starts with them. I didn't
Yeah.
watch the first game though.
I haven't seen him play. I mean, the Heat are going to be the Pacers. I don't watch games that are irrelevant. Like, it is what it is. But let's move on to the West Side, bro. Let's go to the West Side and see what's going
Hold
on.
on, wait. Don't we have one more? No. Did we finish it?
That's it. That's all 4.
That's all for it. All right, fuck it. All right, on to the West Side. West Side, you want to start with Lakers and Blazers?
Yeah, we can start with Lakers Blazers. You ready to overreact or what's up?
Nah.
Huh?
Nah.
That Charles Barkley impersonation?
You're not gonna get. Listen, I'm not gonna do the Charles Barkley and get all crazy out of here just because Dame Lillard is making big shots.
Let's
Talk
go.
about do you see that? He said the Blazers are gonna sweep the Lakers.
Yeah, I saw that. Yo, Barkley's the man, though, man. That shit is funny. That shit was hilarious. That motherfucker Barkley is hilarious, man. But anyways, what's your analysis on this whole Lakers situation? Because they are struggling, and they also have the same sample size, 9 games of straight garbage.
You know what, Terry? It's a good thing you asked me about that because I had a specific stat that I wanted to bring up with you regarding this Lakers team.
All right. What you
All
got?
right. And it was in a different document. All right, here we go. In the bubble offense,
Yeah.
who would you guess has the number 1 offense in the bubble?
Number 1,
And how many points a game do you think they're scoring?
I would go Blazers, and I would say like 127.
You're close. Blazers were number 2. Boston was number 1. And they're scoring 121 points a game.
Okay.
Now, where do you think the Lakers rank, and how many points do you think they score a game?
Oh, Lakers are dead last, right? Or either second to last. They're close to the Washington Generals with that Japanese pitcher.
Dead last, scoring in the NBA 98 points a game.
In the bubble, right?
With LeBron James and Anthony Davis. 98 points a game. That is a moribund, putrid performance.
That's pretty good. It's god awful.
So what are my concerns? They can't shoot. They can't hit shots. They just can't hit shots. It looks to me like they're getting decent shots when I watch them play.
They're open.
Danny Green can't hit the broadside of a barn with a bass fiddle.
Danny Green looks like he plays with the Cavs when he got cut.
He looked like he's dancing Danny.
He looks bad. All of a sudden, he can't shoot. If Danny Green can't shoot, then he is worthless. Why are you on the court if you can't shoot?
But Danny's always been streaky this way. He'll always go on a streak where he'll go 1 for 20 and then another one where he'll go 14 for 20. You know what I mean?
What? So if Danny, say this right. So Danny Green's not giving me any threes. Cool. Oh, Danny Green's a good defender. Nah, McCollum and Lillard are dicing his ass up.
Dude.
And Melo's going to give him some buckets too, bro.
This is where they really miss Avery Bradley.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when you're playing against these shorter guards, you know what I mean, that are a little bit quicker than Danny Green is. The foot speed might be a little too much for him at this point.
Yeah, Danny Green's looking slow.
Avery Bradley and Rondo were probably going to be 2 of their primary defenders on the Mama's Boys. And I got to say another thing that's concerning me about the Lakers is this new Alex Caruso kid. Excuse me, Alex Caruso. Before the break started, him and LeBron had the highest plus minus of any duo in the NBA, even above LeBron and Anthony Davis. He is going out here balling, making a ton of plays in each game, throwing down dunks. Had people out here calling him the bald mamba. Then he gets to the bubble and he looks shook. Like, just straight up shook. The moment is too big for him. He's not ready for Rondo and Avery Bradley's minutes. He doesn't know what to do. He's turning the ball over. He's not shooting well. He's lost on defense. This whole season, he's been a good defender. I'm really, really disappointed with what I've seen from Caruso thus far.
There's a difference between like being a good defender. Like he can be a above average defender, which he is. But when you play against two guys, as in Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum, that are high volume scorers, they can make you look like you ain't a good defender. Yeah. But also, I would say like this is why I hate like per 36 and like per 48 kind of shit. The reason why this motherfucker Caruso is playing the minutes that he's playing is because he's not that good. So when people are crying for people to play, like, oh, he's per 36, he's scoring 20. I'm like, no, bro, he plays these minutes because he's not that good. Avery Bradley is better than him, and they miss him. And LeBron is crying to Avery Bradley every night on the pillow, like, please come back. I need you.
He's doing his Draymond impersonation.
Oh yeah, he's trying to. Oh yeah, it's over. He's pillow talking, sweet loving boy. He wants Avery Bradley back so bad. I think he wants Avery Bradley back more than his damn wife. I'm telling you. If LeBron had, you got 4 people to bring as a group, I think he'd get rid of one of his kids to bring Avery Bradley back. I'm telling you.
No, I swear to God, bro, LeBron, when they give him like these 4 people, he just go bring his boys from high school like Mav, fucking Rich and everybody. You know that picture of the 5 of them from high school and shit? That's who he's gonna bring. He's be like, yo, sorry, like the wife, the kids, y'all not coming. The playoffs are for the boys.
We locked in, baby.
Right. They're gonna be like setting up fucking cameras, doing episodes of The Shop and The Bubble and shit.
Yeah, right. Yo, let me ask you though, are you concerned for the Lakers, or do you think they're gonna turn it around though?
Am I concerned? Hell yeah, I'm concerned.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say,
I'm concerned.
I hear these people talking like,
first of all, you know what was concerning to me, Terry, as I'm watching Carmelo Anthony guard LeBron James, and I'm watching LeBron James settle for face-up jumpers.
Yeah, it's weird.
Out of the NBA, Carmelo Anthony. The same Carmelo Anthony that LeBron did not want on the Lakers. And with LeBron's blessing and continued blessing over the course of the season, the Lakers decided to rock with Jared Dudley instead of his best friend Carmelo. So that tells you how highly he thinks of Carmelo's skills on a basketball court. And yet, in playoff time with Melo guarding you bail him out shooting these jumpers. He should be blowing by Melo like I can't even like you on the Jersey Turnpike or something like that, blowing through a tunnel.
Let me there's no comedy in this right here, right? There's a real reason why LeBron is not going in that paint. And you know why?
Because JaVale and Dwight are both hanging out in there?
One, yes. They definitely need to go small. But let me give you a real analysis right quick. Remember when they were playing the Pacers when he was with the Heat? Like back in the day?
Yeah.
Roy Hibbert was swatting his shit. And Hassan Whiteside is doing a great Roy Hibbert impersonation, at least in this game 1, bro. I'm telling you.
Dude, that game 1, I think, is the best I've ever seen Whiteside play. I don't think I've ever seen him play that well.
This happens to LeBron, and people forget about this shit. LeBron loves playing with the stretch 5 because he be getting his shit swat. He's not that good at the rim, and he's a little older now. Hassan is swatting his shit. And so Hassan had a great block in the 4th quarter. LeBron blew right by whoever was guarding. I don't even remember who it was. Hassan just met his ass right there at the rim. Because they're still sitting there with fucking, I think JaVale McGee was in the game. Hassan can just chill and block everybody's shot. They have to go small or they're not going to win. They have a problem, dude. But I will also say, they played like complete dog shit, and they only lost by 7. You know, so I'm not too concerned, but also the Blazers played really bad too. So it's like, pick your choice.
Ultimately, I'm not that concerned as far as coming out of the first round. But as far as like winning the championship, it is concerning because you need more shot making and you need more ball handling.
They don't have
if
any
you're the Lakers. I mean, but they got that. You know what?
KCP can't dribble. Danny Green can't dribble. Caruso, he can kind of dribble a little.
Right.
But your dominant playmakers are LeBron and AD, and if they have bad games, then they fucking lose.
The problem is also this is when every time you get to the playoffs, this is when you realize year after year after year how important it is to have two-way players and well-rounded players. You look at the Lakers roster and that you go down it and it's filled with guys who have specialties and they can't do anything other than that one thing. So you look at McGee and Dwight Howard, all they can do block shots and dunk, right? Then you look at their guards. All Avery Bradley can do this season is guard people. Can't shoot. Same thing with Rondo. Can't shoot.
But he's prime time.
Look at Dion Waiters. All he can do is score. Can't pass. Look at J.R. Smith. All he can do is shoot. Can't dribble. Can't pass. Like you go back. Kyle Kuzma can't play defense. Can't pass. Like you go up and down their roster, and it's like, all right, I know I should be looking at like what you can do instead of what you can't do. But at the end of the day, someone's got to dribble the ball up, and it can't be LeBron every single possession.
But it has been all season. He's been the point.
And if it is going to be LeBron dribbling it up, then the person he's passing to has got to be capable of making a three-point NBA shot.
Yo, everybody's forgetting though, the Lakers are not a great three-point shooting team. They're not a good shooting team. No. Everybody's gonna forget, bro. Look, they went 5 for 32, I believe, which was the second worst three-point field goal percentage in NBA history. They fucking sucked. They were really bad. I cannot see them playing that bad again, but I don't know, bro. They gotta change it up.
I can't either, but there's something wrong. There's something fundamentally wrong with the Lakers when you're talking about the best team in the West, and we're talking about who's causing them problems in the first round. Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah,
this is who we're talking about causing problems for the best team in the league. Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah. Hey, look, but this is when they have the ability to beat them, though. We know this. But they have to go small. Otherwise, the same shit is going to happen in game 2, to be honest with you. The same shit is going to happen. You already know LeBron has to score more. He got 23, but he has to score more.
Bro, these Hassan Whiteside on JaVale McGee minutes, like I might have to get like a pair of protective goggles or something to like shield my corneas from this retarded ass basketball that I'm about to watch. Like I need to get like a welding plate or something like that. I should never have to watch 25 minutes of JaVale on Hassan in a playoff game. I should never have to do that.
LeBron out there looking scared of Hassan. I'm calling him out. And AD, can I ask AD a question real quick? Can you give me more than 2 fucking points in the fourth quarter? What the fuck are we doing? 2 points? He scored 21 in the first half. Then he gave me 7 in the second half. Then you're 0 for 5 from 3, and you're still like, oh, I missed these first 4. Let me shoot another one. What the fuck? Stop shooting threes. Go to the basket, bro. Get Hassan Whiteside in foul trouble. Get Nurkic in foul trouble. You're the best big in the league. He's a top 5 player. He's playing like trash.
He, are you ready for a Stephen A. Smith overcharacterization right here? Super oversimplification like he always does.
Great TV, though.
He looks scared. He looks scared. Yeah. He doesn't look ready. And he's a dude who may have a little bit of Steph Curry syndrome in him. And what I mean by that is he might be a little bit of a front runner. And when everything is going great and he's up 11 and he's putting up 41 points, he's the best big in the league. But when the chips are down and these games count and you're in the playoffs and the dude who's guarding you is fucking they had Mario Hezonja guarding Anthony Davis for some of these possessions. Yeah. And
you know what's funny?
And you're not dominating, and you attempt, what was it, 1-2 shots in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I don't know.
That you cannot come up that small. You cannot show this little amount of want to.
Yeah.
The game is on the line, and you're one of the 5 best players in the league. You got to grab this game by the fucking horns, man.
Yo, and this is the funny thing, right? When you're teammates with LeBron, people always say this, you're going to get scapegoated if you lose, but LeBron's going to get all the credit when you win. Yeah. LeBron, 23 points on 9 of 20 shooting with 16 assists and 17 rebounds. He did his fucking job. You got to help him out in the second half, bro. In this case, Anthony Davis getting scapegoated in this game is very fucking warranted. You need to do more, bro.
Dude, I think it's, after this playoffs, we'll see. But I think it's about time to start asking the question, can Anthony Davis be the best player on a championship team?
I don't think so.
And as of now, it's been very turbocharged Karl Anthony Townsy in the playoffs, where he gets these 40-point games and puts up these big numbers, and you get fucking swept by the Pelicans, or you get cooked by the Blazers, or you know what I mean? He's a dude in the playoffs. I've never been. You look at his playoff per game numbers, and you're like, oh wow, he took his game up to another level. And then you go back and watch the games, and you're like, you were never in the game.
Yeah,
this is all Randy Foy time.
His AD's got a problem, bro. He's a little soft. I'm not gonna lie, he's a little soft because he doesn't want to play the 5. He's like, I don't like banging with the bigs. Yeah, you got to bang with the bigs. You got to stop being a bitch, man. It's time to man up, bro. You swept the Blazers when you were with the Pelicans with no DeMarcus Cousins. Come on. Who are you scared of?
This is not football. This is not MMA. I don't want to hear I'm scared regarding anything on a basketball court. You know what? They're paying you $35 million to do it. If you want to pay me $35 million, I'll eat a fucking scorpion. You don't think I'd be scared of that?
AD, man, I'm just disappointed. Look, I mean, that's the only thing you can take out of the game is the Lakers played all-time bad, and they only lost by 7 points.
Lost by 2. They're still going to beat the Blazers. The Blazers can't play any defense at all. They can't guard anyone.
And that's the crazy thing, though. But the Lakers can't score, so it's tomato.
Right.
Also, I will say that it's very concerning that none of these dudes can make any fucking shots, though.
Yeah.
It's funny, LeBron got 16 assists. He should have had 25 assists easily.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma's out here hitting the side of the backboard on shooting threes from the corner and shit. Come on, guy.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy to me, man.
Remember when Lakers fans were saying they had a big 4 with Kyle Kuzma? You remember that?
Who's the 3?
Rondo? I don't know. I guess Kuzma was the 3. But yeah, so what do you have? Lakers in 6, Lakers in 5?
Nah, man, I got Lakers in 7, bro.
7, all the way to the wire.
This.
You know what? If it goes down,
it can go 2.
If it goes to 7, you got to give it to Portland, man.
Nah. I can't. This is the only reason why I can't, right? So the Blazers have been playing playoff basketball since the first game of the bubble. They're just gonna die off, I think. But if they have the legs to do it, they can beat the Lakers. But I just think they don't have enough energy. CJ McCollum, he literally broke his back. He has a broken something in his back.
I broke my back.
Yeah, I don't see Dame. I don't see Dame carrying to beat LeBron and AD because he kind of has to do it by himself. I mean, Melo had a shit game last night too. He went 3 for 11. It's not like he was great. Gary Trent Jr. did all right. They made clutch threes in the 4th, but I don't know.
Gary Trent has been a revelation.
He was pretty good at Duke. I remember. He was nice at Duke.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the Lakers weren't playing bad defense either. They held them to 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lakers played good. They just couldn't score.
It's a make or miss league, man. Like they always say, it's a make or miss league. I'll tell you what, in one stat, why Portland has no shot of taking this to 7. Mario Hezonja is playing 26 minutes a game in the playoffs.
Wait, does he have to play though? Because is Nazir a little hurt?
But Nazir Little is not really good either.
I mean, he can play defense, and he doesn't turn the
bro. You can't play him in the playoffs, bro. You can't play Nas Little in the playoffs, bro, against the Lakers.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but who else do they have though? They don't have
exactly.
They don't have any. I mean, they got Melo.
It's time to give up the ghost, bro. When Mario Hezonja, if he's playing 25+ minutes a game, something is wrong with your team. There's a fatal flaw, and you will not be beating the Lakers.
Hey, they starting that other kid, that kid who's actually pretty good at defense. He went to Kentucky. I can't remember his name. You know what I'm talking about?
What position?
He's a small forward, power forward, 6'9". He played really good defense on AD last night, to be honest with you. Or the game that they played, whatever day it was.
Are you talking about Collins, the white dude?
No, not Zach. It's a black dude who went to Kentucky. He's 6'9". I do not know his fucking name.
Damn.
But he was when he was guarding AD, AD went 1 for 10.
It's gonna drive me crazy now.
Yeah. I can't remember his name. But hey, look, I got Lakers in 7. If you would have asked me before the playoffs started, I would have said Lakers in 5. But they look like shit. So I got the Lakers in 7, bro.
Wenyen Gabriel?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
He played great defense on AD last night, bro.
He's an athletic guy, bro. And good call by Terry Stotts putting him in the game as well.
Yeah, he only played like 15 minutes. Bro, because it was the same shit in the regular season. Even though I think the Lakers might have – I don't know if they swept the Blazers, but when he was on AD was struggling. But anybody else, AD went off.
Where the fuck has Anthony Simons been this entire time? Did he not travel to the bubble?
I have no idea, man. I don't know.
He was a dude who really thought was going to break out this year.
We can go ahead and move on to the game, the next series, the 2-7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who we got in the 2-7? Who is it?
It's Clippers and Mavs.
Yeah, Clippers, Mavs. That's right. And the Mavs tied it up last night, 1-1, baby.
They sure did.
And they should be up 2-0 if Porzingis didn't get ejected.
Horseshit. The softest suggestion I've ever seen, man.
Right? Did you see his first technical foul, though?
Also garbage. Garbage.
You can't even go like this anymore? We can't go like that? We can't hit him with the Tiger Woods?
Bro.
You're telling me right now they would have ejected Michael Jordan for hitting that? Fuck yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing?
Dude, what do you think they would do to Sean Kemp if he pulled that shit out now where he dunks on you and then points at you on the ground? Like,
he's out, flagrant 2, taunting.
Right. They'd probably like suspend him for the year, find some way to like deduct his paycheck from his pension. Like, I don't know.
I don't get it. So what's your
let's talk about this straight up, man, and let's boil this down to what it is, and that's offense against defense. Mavs had the highest scoring offense in league history. No one's ever scored more points than these Mavs. Doncic and Porzingis were the highest scoring duo in the bubble.
Yep.
The space that they have on the floor for Doncic to operate is Russell Westbrook's wet dream. It just all looks so nice. But on the Clippers side, they have all these different bodies that they could throw at Doncic. You know, they have guys who are 6'9" and have girth to them. They got Kawhi, they got George, they got Morris. You know, any of those three guys can take time on Doncic.
And you would think that they would kind of wear him down, but it kind of looks like they're not really doing much, to be honest with you, bro. Lil Luka, man, he looks a little stronger than them when he drives to the basket. I'm not even gonna lie.
He's definitely stronger than Paul George.
Hey, 1 second, I gotta pause. I got somebody at the door. I think it's
you're delivering. All right.
Yeah.
Well, regarding Luka, he's one of these guys that like doesn't have those Giannis Antetokounmpo muscles where you look at him in the shirtless pic and you're like, oh my God, like this guy is jacked. He kind of has that like country strong type of look. He looks a little doughy. Him and Jokic have that same type of thing. And then you watch him driving to the rim, and these guys are just bouncing off of him.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
I mean? And they're getting
is there a way to pause the joint or no?
I don't really think so. It would make like two different recordings and shit. I'd have a hard time like fusing them back up together.
Some editing problems.
Yeah. Is this dude here? Here, you want to? We'll complete the rest of the Western Conference on in 2 days when I come up there, and we'll finish it in person.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can recap too. All right, y'all. Sorry about the rush ending, but you knew it was gonna be crazy.
That's it.
Habitual Live Steppers out.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.